Yeah, lady in the back here, yes?
Hi Fawad, what's your favorite accessory?
Sorry, ma'am?
Hi Fawad, this is Urmi here.
Yes.
What's your favorite accessory?
What's my favorite accessory? I'm actually,
Pocket squares.
pocket squares is something that people hate me for, especially on film sets. So that's why they stop me from wearing jackets now, because I take at least 20-25 minutes to pick the right one. So I'm just kidding. Yeah, it is my favorite accessory.
And do we ever see you wearing something that's totally dhinchak? You know, Bollywood loud?
I think there's no such thing as, I'm glad, obviously you identify certain things with every industry, and saying Bollywood loud, I think is probably something that has become that idea of fashion. But I feel that anything that may be loud does not necessarily have to be unfashionable. So I wouldn't mind wearing it as long as I can wear it in my style. So I may have tried that in my earlier days with a couple of projects that I've done. But again, I feel that it's how you carry it and how you wear it. So I'm open to it as long as it suits me, it suits my silhouette.
Okay, the lady in the stripes there.
Yeah. Hi Fawad. Yeah.
Sorry, yes.
To your left. Hi. This is Manisha from Dainik Bhaskar. Now you are a Bollywood hero, you are a fashion icon, the style icon. So whose fashion do you admire in btown? Actor and actress, anyone?
Well, from the actresses, I think there are many, but obviously I've worked with one very recently, and she is one hell of a fashion icon. Poonam, I think, has an impeccable sense of fashion. I think I've always felt, that she would wear a newspaper, she would make it look fashionable. So her and amongst the guys, again, there are many names. I like the styles of everyone, because they carry it with their own attitude. And I think style and fashion is all about attitude, how you carry it. But I think the way that Imran Khan dresses is very tasteful.
Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon. Can you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Vijay Shankar here. Well, what is your view about fashion in Bollywood over the years, and how much have you seen in Indian cinema?
I've seen my fair share of Indian cinema ever since I was a kid. I've not really seen all of the films, but yes, and I mentioned this before as well. I used to be like a big fan of Amitabh Bachchan films as well as Anil Kapoor's films, Rishi Kapoor's films, all of the comedies from back in the day in the 70s and the 80s. As far as the fashion is concerned, I think at one point in time, I wouldn't like to criticize it in any way, because every age is specific. The fashion is specific for them. One thing that I did not like, and probably I don't like till today, is something that when men wear bell-bottoms. I think it's just not something for the man. So that is something I did disagree with. But I think the leather jackets, the cuts-fit jackets, and shirts at that time did sort of define that age. And I think it has evolved over time. There's been there's clear demarcations over the decades. Like in the 70s, these big collar shirts, big lapel jackets, and men used to wear the collars outside on top of the jacket. It's a very Italian, New York gangster thing to do. And then it went on to the 80s, where I think anything and everything just worked. And then came the 90s and the 2000s. I think in 2000 the fashion sense has refined the most. And I think what now is going on in Bollywood, especially in editorials, on the ramps, on the catwalks, and in the magazines and in the movies, it's amazing. I think there's so much versatility out there now that you can pick and choose from any age. And I don't think we should, at this point in time, limit ourselves to just like what is the trend this year. Right now, I think is the perfect time where you can choose a fashion that belongs to any age, which suits you best.
Fawad, yeah, this is Rakesh here.
Yes, Rakesh. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
to your left.
To my left.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm wearing my glasses.
It's okay. फवाद, आफ्टर खूबसूरत आपके फैंस जो है आपको बड़े पर्दे पर फिर से देखना चाहते हैं, तो क्या कुछ अपकमिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स में है? इफ यू वांट टू शेयर विद अस.
Gee, I'm working on a project currently, which is being directed by Shakun Batra. It's called Kapoor and Sons. It also has, a lineup of great other actors in the film: Siddharth, Alia, Rishi Saab, Ratnaji, Rajat sir. All of these guys are fantastic actors, great people to work with. And we're hoping to see that release sometime early, the first quarter of next year. Other than that, I'm in discussions with other filmmakers, but nothing as yet has been penned down or concretized. Having said that, nothing has been refused as well. We're constantly just going back and forth on the ideas right now.
अच्छा फवाद, आपका किरदार क्या है उस मूवी में?
Kapoor and Sons movie.
Yeah.
Gee, Siddharth and I were both brothers who were basically competing with one another as authors, as writers.
अच्छा फवाद, आपने छोटे पर्दे और बड़े पर्दे दोनों पे काम किया है. आप अभी क्या समझते हैं, छोटा पर्दा भी बड़ा है एक तरह से?
जी छोटा, वो डिपेंड करता है आप कितना बड़ा टीवी लगाना चाहते हैं, तो पर्दा उतना ही बड़ा हो जाता है. बट आई थिंक जो टीवी का चार्म है वो अलग है और फिल्म का चार्म अलग है. हैविंग वर्कड ऑन बोथ मीडियम्स, आई हैव लव एंड रिस्पेक्ट एंड रिगार्ड फॉर बोथ द मीडियम्स. फिल्म थोड़ा सा चैलेंजिंग हो जाता है कि आप